Now at 6, the Carthage City Council is set to discuss a resolution dealing with the possible censure of a council member. Plus, local art advocates meet in Joplin to make their case for more funding. And
coming up in sports, I'm live at the KOAM Center for Thunder Tuesday night game.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The Carthage City Council proposes a resolution to censure one of its members. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. That resolution is going to be discussed in tonight's council meeting. KOAM spoke to Tiffany Cossey, the council member in question, and to Greg Dagnan, the city administrator, before the meeting. According to Cossey, the resolution is a consequence of things she said in city council meetings and posted on her Facebook page.
I feel that it's just another tactic by people who have something that they would like the public not to know. I think that they are trying to stop me from participating in city government. I think that they are trying to stop me from getting my message out. I think they're trying to stop me from asking questions.
Plan at this point is everybody from the council, because they're part of our legislative body, they did receive the information from the HR investigation. So we'll probably go into closed session just to see if they have any questions. I personally expect that to be probably fairly short. And then the actual, whether they censure or whether they don't, that will all have to be decided in a public setting.
Now, Dagnan explains that censure is an opinion of the council that they disagree with the councilperson's action. It needs to be passed by a majority of votes. Cossey has been on the council for more than a year. Her term expires in 2025. Before the meeting this afternoon, we tried reaching out to all the council members, but only 2 answered their phones. David Armstrong said he had no comment. Alan Snow said he has no interest in giving an interview. That meeting begins at 6:30 this evening. We have a reporter there. It's in Carthage City Hall. It's foggy out there, has been all day. Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, we've had light showers, drizzle, and fog throughout the daytime hours today, and that is what we are going to see as we go through the overnight hours tonight. So visibilities are down out there, but temperatures are sitting into lower 40s, which is good. We don't have to worry about any frozen precip. Most of us upper 30s to lower 40s, and that's pretty much where we're going to hang as we go through the overnight hours. All right, light showers. Northeastern Oklahoma kind of lifting off toward the north and to the east. A little bigger batch once you get down toward Oklahoma City, which will filter in later on tonight. But for us, through the evening, slide back through the 40s and really kind of hang out near 40 degrees most of the overnight hours. But showers will start to pick up again, especially late this evening into the overnight hours. Very light rain, but it will be out there. And rain chances stick around the rest of the week. We'll look at that here in a bit.
See you soon. People in a number of area communities have been dealing with delays in their trash service caused by the recent wintry weather. That includes some customers in Miami, Oklahoma. A trash service there tells us while situations like the weather and holidays can throw off the service schedule, they recommend customers stick to the regular routine.
Have their carts out on time. That is the big thing all the time. If they have them out, when we come by, so we don't have to try to make another trip back if their trash is missed. Yesterday with the ice, we didn't run residential route. We pushed it back a day, but it will be picked up this week. It'll just be 1 day behind.
Trash service companies around the area have dealt with schedule changes because of a combination of factors in recent weeks. First the holidays, then bitter cold, then the snow and ice. A Cassville, Missouri man faces felony charges for a scam in which he allegedly impersonated a law officer. Investigators say 37-year-old Jared Archer contacted a Cherokee County, Kansas resident by phone, claiming the resident's co-worker was in custody and the resident needed to send a bond payment. Yeah, no, not really. Authorities arrested Archer in Ottawa County, Oklahoma. After biking across Kansas last year, Pitt State's president has a new idea to fundraise for the school this year to raise some green, you might say. Dan Shipp today announced plans to golf across the 4 states. It's an attempt to raise $3 million for scholarships for student athletes. From May 13th through May 24th, Shipp will golf at 8 courses throughout Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas.
We try to really focus and walk our talk at Pitt State. And so
we make life better through education. That's our mission. And so I think it's my job is to really be a good role model and get involved in supporting our students. So no task is too big to support them to get to the finish line.
We wish them well. All the money raised during the trip will support the school's Silverback Fund. High school students from all over the area came to Pitt State today for an FBLA competition. FBLA stands for Future Business Leaders of America. It's a chance for students to show off their skills in a variety of fields, including business ethics, intro to event planning, and broadcast journalism, which was judged by our very own Tanya Bach.
We have 53 different events going on today. So if you have an interest in graphic design, or if you have an interest in sports and entertainment management, or marketing, or even just looking into the ethical issues of business.
There were a total of 395 students from 16 schools scheduled to compete. Art leaders in Joplin came together today to discuss strategies to advocate for the arts in our area. KOAM's Anthony Saviello has more.
The old saying goes, art imitates life. The key to a good art project, just take the first step. For these community members, that first step is to make sure that art is continuously supported in our community.
Who better to speak for the arts than yourself as an arts lover? You know, the legislators need to hear how the arts have impacted your community. If nobody talks about it, then they'll never know, and they won't continue the funding that we get through the Missouri Arts Council for statewide funding for the arts.
This roundtable is more than just a discussion. It's a necessary step to advocate to Missouri state legislators.
We receive Missouri Arts Council grants each year, and we really count on that for our operational support. And so it makes a lot of sense for us to help Missouri Citizens for the Arts and advocate on the Missouri Arts Council's behalf to the legislature.
From art galleries to theater productions, these leaders make it their priority to see that art in Missouri gets the recognition it deserves.
So there's a lot of event-related spending when it comes to the arts. So let's just take, for example, going to the theater. Well, maybe before you actually purchase your ticket, you decide, oh, I want to look really nice. I want to buy this specific outfit to go to the theater. So you are spending money at a local boutique, finding a dress. Then you have some kids. You got to find some childcare for the kids, and you got to, pay a babysitter.
Though there might not be any singing and dancing happening right now, the first step to securing support is being taken. Reporting in Joplin, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
Missouri Arts Advocacy Week is February 5th through the 9th. During that time, arts representatives will make a journey to Jefferson City to speak face-to-face with state legislators. Later in sports, the Oklahoma Thunder tip off against the Portland Trailblazers tonight in OKC. John and Brock are there live to bring us details. But first, how some drivers stranded on an Arkansas highway survived freezing conditions. Yesterday was a nightmare for drivers in a lot of places, including on Highway 59 in Arkansas. With freezing rain in the early hours, ice covered the pavement, which led to numerous cars stranded on the side of the road, in some cases for hours. Rachel Williams has that story.
Monday morning, a nightmare on Highway 59. Temperatures below freezing, ice covering the pavement, and numerous cars stranded on the side of the road.
There was a few people up on 59 Highway that chose to stay with their car. They did have blankets with them and stuff. So the fire department would go back and check on them to make sure they were okay.
Butterfield District 5 is a volunteer fire department in Crawford County.
They're putting their life on the line because it was so treacherous out there to try to make sure everybody was safe.
And to keep everyone safe, the fire department opened up as a warming center.
We started getting reports of accidents on 59 Highway between the station here and Highway 220 West. And so in response to that, we ended up coming on to around 14 vehicles that had gone off into the ditch. It was extremely slick. Even with chains on trucks, we were having difficulty getting traction and moving up and down the highway.
From 1:30 to 7:30 Monday morning, the department received 22 calls, and in those calls, 4 people were injured, and the icy roads led to slower than normal response times.
It probably took around 20 to 30 minutes for us to get on scene. from the time that we started getting notifications that there were vehicles that were stranded in the ditch on 59.
Captain Tim Jones says Monday's conditions are among the worst he's seen during his 15 years with District 5.
Well, one of the reasons why I got involved with the fire department is to help the community. It's not just helping people that are in this area. I'm also helping my neighbors and relatives and friends that live in this area.
Jones says 8 people stayed at that station overnight into the morning, with all returning to their cars safely. A little bit later, one of the hottest basketball teams is right here in the 4 states. John's going to take a look at the Lady Lions and the secret to success.
Plus, we have more rain and fog sticking around for us tonight. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, of course, another wet and kind of foggy day outside, and that's what we're going to see as we go through the overnight hours tonight. That's what we have right now. Here's our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex Tower Cam, downtown Joplin. Hard to see, it's foggy, and of course we got water on the lens, and the fog, it's going to stay fairly thick. Right now you can see on the west side of Joplin, Carl Junction, down toward Miami, up toward Pittsburgh, fairly thick. And then it thins out southeastern Kansas, and it thins out in our eastern counties, so it's patchy, and that's what we're going to have as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight. But a lot of times we're going to get visibilities getting well under a mile, under a half a mile, under a quarter of a mile. So be careful if you are going to be out. On top of that, the roads are going to be wet as well, which we're going to see throughout the overnight hours. All right, some light little showers starting to pop up, very light, very scattered. These are going to start to pick up a little bit later on tonight. You can see a few little showers right along the Kansas and the Oklahoma state line. Besides that, it's just drizzle across the region. So the drizzle will stay pretty persistent, but we'll get some light showers picking up. Here's 9:30 later on this evening. Notice the temperatures well above freezing, kind of hovering into lower 40s. Showers continue. Here's 1 o'clock in the morning. And then these will start to taper off and we'll go back to drizzle by the morning hours. So any persistent rain, mainly out of here by the morning hours. All right, rainfall tonight, everybody light, 1/10 of an inch, maybe upwards to 2/10 of an inch in spots, but still we'll take what we can get. Temperatures, at least we're above freezing. We don't have to worry about any ice on the roadways throughout the overnight hours. Fog still thick. We're looking at one of our MoDOT cameras on range line, sitting at 42 degrees through the evening. We'll hold into lower 40s. The fog, the drizzle, the light showers. This is our third little round rotating through over the past couple days. Here's another little round which will roll in as we go into Thursday, and then another system, a little bigger system, which is going to push in by the time we get into late Friday and Saturday. So drizzle, fog, light showers tonight. Drizzle and fog stick around tomorrow. We'll stop at the noon hour. Mid-40s as we go into the afternoon. Most of us near 50 for a high. Tomorrow night, a little bit of fog, a little bit of drizzle, some light showers start to pop up again. So here's 3:30 in the morning. On Thursday morning, any light showers rotate out. And then Thursday afternoon, mostly cloudy, high temperatures near 50 degrees. Once again, day planner for you on your Wednesday, 41 at 9, 46 by 1, 47 by 5 p.m. And we can jump ahead. We'll move into Friday. Most of the day Friday is going to be dry, but rain will start to sneak in. So here's 4 p.m. Periods of rain Friday night into Saturday morning. Rain most of the day Saturday. Then this system will rotate out as we get into Sunday. So plenty of chances still sticking around the rest of the week. All right, 50 tomorrow, 51 on Thursday, 55 on Friday, only 43 Saturday. Clearing out Sunday and Monday, a few random showers back in next Tuesday and Wednesday.
It's nice to be above freezing consistently for a while.
Yes.
Thanks. Still ahead, Thunder Friday night start this week in Oklahoma. And our sports director, John Dales, is in Oklahoma City for tonight's game against the Blazers. We're going to go to him live up next in sports.
Hey, and welcome into KOAM Center in Oklahoma City. I'm John Dales. We told you the Thunder are coming to the 4 states tonight. We pay them a visit. It's OKC's final home game before we begin to air their broadcast on our airwaves. That's starting this Friday against the New Orleans Pelicans at 7 p.m. But first, tonight, the Thunder have an opportunity to be tied for first place in the Western Conference by the time we get to the end of the night. That's because the Trailblazers come into town to KOAM Arena this evening. They have a record of 12-30. That's good enough for second to last in the Western Conference. And this is the third meeting of the season between these two. Oklahoma City has blown out Portland in each of the first two, winning 134-91, then winning by 62 points, 139-77 in the second one. Thunder trying to clinch the regular season series tonight. So, as the Thunder have a chance to move into first place, if you're not a huge NBA fan, if you're not a huge basketball fan, there's no better time to begin than right now. You don't have to worry about paying extra to get access to the TV broadcast of the Thunder. They're coming at you on our KOAM group of stations. The Thunder are very excited to be bringing their brand of basketball to a new audience in the 4 states.
We're really excited about Thunder Friday nights. And so starting on January 26th, every Friday night, all 8 of them for the rest of the regular season are going to be over the air. And this is a chance for Thunder fans throughout Oklahoma, throughout the region, to be able to watch these games. You know, not everybody can come down to KOAM Center and watch this team play, so they can be in their living rooms with their friends and their family and watch their normal Thunder broadcasts.
Now back in the 4 states, we've got another couple of basketball teams that are red hot right now. We'll start with Missouri Southern women's basketball. The last couple of weeks, fans have been saying, what do the Lions have to do to get inside the top 25? And today, with the newest edition of the Coaches Poll being released, fans are still asking that question because Southern, despite winning 10 in a row, receiving votes but not yet ranked, Pitt State out of the top 25, Fort Hays State and UCM, the only 2 MIAA teams to be ranked in front of Missouri Southern. The Lions have beaten both of them, though. Elsewhere in the 4 states, another team that refuses to lose, NEO men's basketball. The Golden Norsemen play at home tonight against Western Oklahoma State. They've won 13 in a row. Now, NEO has gotten here as a true team effort. Nobody's averaging more than 16 points per game, or 13 points per game, or 16 minutes per game. Tip-off in Miami scheduled for 7:30. But briefly, back here with the Thunder, a lot of names for you to take note of. Again, if you're just becoming a fan, one of them, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's 4th in the NBA in scoring. To put that into perspective, he's averaging more points per game than NBA superstars Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, defending Finals MVP Nikola Jokic, Chet Holmgren, another name to know. He's averaging 17 points and 7 rebounds. But for now, that's all from Oklahoma City. We'll be back after this.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We're going to have more on the possible censure of a Carthage City Council member this evening. Plus, members of the public join a discussion on economic development in northeastern Oklahoma and tips to help keep you free from derailing your health resolutions in 2024. If you haven't already, maybe get you back on track. Those stories and a lot more tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Doug Heading, when I came in to work today, broad daylight, most of that 1,500 or that 1,100 foot broadcast tower outside of our station was obscured. I could see, maybe 100 feet of it, but the fog is really dense.
It is. It's thick. It's patchy, and it's going to stay out there as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight. Plus, we're going to have some light showers and drizzle. High temp tomorrow of only 50, and then 51 on Thursday.
See you at 10. Let's make it a great evening.